Alright, YouTubers, welcome back to War Thunder with the Angry Nerd. And today we will be taking a look at the Hawker Typhoons. I had a request to take a look at the Typhoons, and so I worked it in to the schedule. It was upcoming anyway, but I went ahead and threw it in a little bit early. The Hawker Typhoon was designed to be a replacement for the Hawker Hurricane. Let's take a quick look at the Hurricane. Just grab one and throw it down here for a second. So if you look at the basic design of the Typhoon Mark 1, you can see that it closely resembles, not exactly, but closely resembles the Hurricane. That's because they were both manufactured by Hawker. So even before production of the Hawker Hurricane began in 1937, Sidney Cam had begun to design its replacement, and Hawker submitted two preliminary designs in July 1937, but were advised to wait until a formal specification for a new fighter had been issued by the Air Ministry. In March of 1938, Hawker received a formal specification from the Air Ministry for a fighter which would be able to achieve at least 400 miles per hour at 15,000 feet. The armament being fitted was to be 12 Browning machine guns with 500 rounds per gun, with provisions for alternative combinations of weaponry. The Hawker Typhoon, or Tiffy, as referred to slang by the RAF, was a British single-seat fighter bomber produced by Hawker Aircraft. It was designed to be a medium to high altitude interceptor as a replacement for the Hawker Hurricane, but several design problems were encountered and it never completely satisfied this requirement. The more modern design and all-metal construction techniques of the Typhoon was a vast improvement over the metal, wood, and canvas construction of the Hurricane. Its service introduction in mid-1941 was plagued with problems, and for several months the aircraft faced a doubtful future. When the Luftwaffe brought the formidable Focke-Wulf 190 into service in 1941, the Typhoon was the only RAF fighter capable of catching it at low altitudes. As a result, it secured a new role as a low-altitude interceptor instead of the medium-high interceptor. Although the Typhoon was expected to achieve over 400 miles per hour in level flight at 20,000 feet, the thick wings created a large drag and prevented higher speeds than the 410 at 20,000 achieved in the test. The climb rate and performance above that level was also considered disappointing. When the Typhoon was dived at speeds of over 500 miles per hour, the drag raised caused buffeting and trim changes to the aircraft. By 1943, the RAF needed a ground attack fighter more than a pure fighter, and the Typhoon was perfectly suited for that role. The more powerful engine allowed the aircraft to carry a load of up to 2 1,000-pound bombs, equal to the light bombers of only a few years earlier. From late 1942, the Typhoon was equipped with bombs, and from late 1943, RP-3 ground attack rockets were added to its armory. Using these two weapons, the Typhoon became one of the Second World War's most successful ground attack aircraft. By the end of the war, 3,317 Typhoons had been built. Hawker developed an improved version of the Typhoon II, but the differences between it and the Mark I were so great that it was effectively a different aircraft and was renamed the Tempest. So let's take a quick look at these aircraft in War Thunder. Now the Mark 1A is a rank 2 with a battle rating of 3. Max speed 420 miles per hour with a turn time of 18.7 seconds. And it comes equipped with 12 7.7 millimeter Browning machine guns. Now the 7.7 does not have a lot of hitting power, but when you have 12 of them shooting at you, you can do a lot of damage with 12 7.7s. That's a lot of lead, even though it's small, going down range. The Mark 1B that we see here is a rank 3 with a battle rating of 3.7. Max speed of 420 miles per hour, turn time of 18.7 seconds. And it comes equipped with 4 20 millimeter Mark II Hispano cannons. For modifications, you can get a secondary load with this aircraft of 2 250-pound bombs or 2 500-pound bombs. No rockets with this one. But it is a premium aircraft, and it does give you 60% reward plus an additional 60 with a 172% research bonus. And you get this aircraft by buying a package. I forgot which package I bought to get it. Now the Typhoon Mark 1B Late is a rank 3 with a battle rating of 4.7. 410 miles per hour max speed, 19.6 second turn time, and 4 20 millimeter Hispano cannons. Modifications with this aircraft are 2 250-pound bombs, 2 500-pound bombs, or 8 152 millimeter rockets. So the Mark I does not come with any additional camouflage. The Mark 1B Late also does not come with any additional camouflage. However, this is sneak peek. I have thrown a Night Fighter camouflage pattern on it. Let's go back, disable that. That was just a sneak peek. The Typhoon Mark 1B does come with an additional camouflage pattern. You can purchase it for 200 golden eagles, or you can get it through game achievements. It is the tropical summer camouflage pattern that you see here. I have taken this and modified it a little bit. Another sneak peek. I've darkened the colors and putting a little edge around it. And this is another custom camouflage pattern that I've thrown on the Mark 1B. Let's disable this, go back to the standard, and indulge me for a second while I place on my regular markings. Oh. Shouldn't take me too long. There we go. That's good enough for government work. So I really like these Typhoons. They are a nice, stable firing platform, which means they're not real jerky when you're trying to utilize them with a joystick. They come equipped with the 4 20mm cannons, which means they have as much hitting power, almost as much. The bow fighters have some additional smaller caliber guns, but the main armament of a bow fighter is 4 20mm Hispanos. The Typhoon has 4 20mm Hispanos. Now the difference being the Typhoon is more maneuverable than the bow fighter, which is a plus. The bow fighter has all of its cannons in the center fuselage, which means you don't have convergence issues with the cannons firing from the wings and the bullets going out and crossing each other. The bow fighters all are in the center, so you get straight line shots, get a lot of lead on target. But still, for pure maneuverability and firepower, I would go with the Typhoon over the bow fighter any day. So let's jump into a battle and see what we can do with the Typhoons. Alright, hopefully we'll get a pretty good map. These Typhoons, I find they're fairly fast, work real good in a large map such as this one, Desert Coast. Very nice. Okay, we're going to jump in with the Mark 1B, since I'll get extra research and rewards for utilizing this aircraft. So I am recording using shadow play, and I am looking, and I'm on movie settings, and I'm looking up at the top left hand corner, and I'm recording at 250 frames per second. Well, now that I'm getting more surrounding, and I'm at 175 frames per second recording. That's not bad. Not bad at all. P47 down low. Shit. I need to run for home. Just got in way too much trouble over there. Where's my airfield? Way back over here. Let's go ahead and reload these cannons just in case I need them, but I'm not handling so well right now. I can't have this B-25 just following me around like that. Alright, let's get this bad boy on the ground. Where's my gear? Uh-oh, that's no good. The landing gear is not retracting. That means that putting her on the ground and repairing is not going to be a great option. Okay, still can't get the landing gear. But we're gonna belly land her. And you want to be going as slow as possible when you belly land. Alright. That's going to keep me out of the game for 1 minute and 19 seconds. So, time to sip a little bit of water. Take a look at the statistics. Looks like we got 2 aircraft down. Probably that P-47 and that A6M. "44 seconds till we repair." "30 seconds. But what we're going to do is once we repair, instead of taking off from the runway and having to climb to altitude, we are going to jump out of the plane and jump into the Mark 1B late. This will save this plane for future use. What? See, it's still active, but now I can start with this one, and I'll be at altitude. I won't have to take off from the runway. And if I need the other one, I can go back and take it off from the runway later. And we got two fighters. Two enemy fighters, and a bomber and a fighter over here. I don't need to give my teammate over here some help. I think I hit the debris from his plane. Oh, I got pounced on from all different directions. Now I'm going to get the other Mark 1B back. Okay, see, still here. Now I'm turning away from the battlefield because I don't want to be low and slow when I encounter the enemy aircraft. Okay, the Spitfire's got somebody on his tail. This P-40 is heading up after that Hawker Wolf. Alright, I'm out of ammo. I need to remove myself from the area. I think I came in and cleaned up pretty well. Couldn't give you much commentary. I had my tongue sticking out my mouth like Michael Jordan. Just concentrate. Okay, we got a F4U at 4 kilometers over there, but a LA5 down below me, along with a Yak 3. Everybody seems to be going after the Yak 3, so oh, missed him. Oh, where is he? I think I just hit the ground. I got too many people on me. Yes, we are definitely drawing a lot of attention. That happens when you get up on the leaderboard a little bit. Start paying a little more attention to you. Thing is not handling well at all. Okay, it's time to put her on the ground. My landing gear's coming down this time. Looks like I'm gonna get scraped while I'm on the ground, but got another plane. Not a 20 mil equipped plane, but I could not keep that thing. That's a minute and 30 seconds to repair. This game's gonna be over in a minute and 30 seconds. Let's jump into that other airplane. Well, not exactly in a minute and 30 seconds, but I don't want to take the time. I might miss out on something. Alright, well, we got P-39 down low. He's down here battling with the LA5. Get off my teammate. Not quite get him soon enough. I think he scraped the teammate. He's still low and slow. P-38G. Got the fighter's nightmare. Alright, Yak 9. Which way you going, boy? Okay. Oh, I'm out of ammo. That bites. Come on. Give me my ammo back. Dang. Okay. That wasn't bad. 42,340 silver lions. We destroyed 11 enemy aircraft and got 3 assists. We had 9 critical hits, 61 hits, made a landing and a takeoff. 98% battle activity. We got the Terror of the Sky award, which is 1,500 lions. First place on the team. Went out in 3 aircraft. Now it says 3 deaths, but I think that's only 2 because I didn't die in the last one. So, anyway, we need to save this replay so I can get some footage off of it. Okay, so that was a look at your Typhoons, the Mark 1A, the Mark 1B, and the Mark 1B late. The Mark 1A lacks up for the hitting power with the sheer number of machine guns that it has. But I do still love the 20 millimeters that you get with those. So, if you liked the video, like it. If you didn't, don't. Subscribe if you would. Go back, check out some of my other videos. You may find something interesting and I could use the views. But as always, thanks for watching. Nerd out.